From Gilbert Arenas believing the face of the NBA is here to replace LeBron, to James Harden calling him super aggressive despite being young, here's how the NBA legend unleashed on Ja Morant. Players have come and gone in basketball, but what has remained is the impact they've made on the game. James is one such legend in the NBA who has achieved new heights of glory, but comparing that to an emerging player does seem a little off. Gilbert Arenas believes the face of the NBA to replace LeBron is here. He said that Ja Morant is the next big thing. The guy's got style and charisma, is always getting in trouble, and has already started on his path to greatness. Now, you might be wondering what greatness has Morant achieved? Well, for one, he has become the Memphis Grizzlies' only player in history to have been named an NBA All-Star starter twice. He has more than 22 points average, 7 assists on average, and 5 rebounds average per game, all this at the age of 23. Now that screams talent. The Grizzlies guard quickly established himself as one of the most thrilling players to watch, displaying an explosive combination of athleticism, court vision, and playmaking abilities. His ability to navigate through opponents, jump for gravity-defying dunks, and deliver accurate passes is comparable to some of the greatest to ever grace the hardwood. Gilbert mentioned that Ja is the only player who has the style to put people in their seats. While he isn't all wrong, I still believe dismissing other promising players is a shocking statement, coming from a legend. Arenas also said that the young player might not be mentally ready, and it's no surprise, since he's only 23 and has a long way ahead of him, both personally and professionally. Talking about personal first, the player has had many problems in his career due to his short temper. On January 3rd, 2023, a teenager filed a lawsuit against the player, accusing him of punching him during a pickup basketball game at Ja's house. The boy later told the police that Morant kept beating him with the help of an accomplice, and minutes later went back into the house, only to come back with a weapon at his waist and his hand on it. The player was eventually suspended because of this, and I gotta say, serves him right. Then, not learning anything from the past, the player got suspended again on May 14th, 2023, after a video of him went viral holding a gun in a car with his friends. The Grizzlies commented on the video saying they acknowledge it and have restricted Ja from all team tasks. He was again suspended from 8 games after an Instagram live video of him holding a gun in a nightclub emerged. Man doesn't learn, does he? This time, though, the suspension also included 6 extra games that he missed to seek help. All of this, without pay, cost him almost $700,000. This kid likes to play with guns and it's not normal. Other than this, he has also been accused of pushing around a mall security guard, threatening a store employee because his mother was not satisfied with the service, going to his sister's school to threaten other kids with his friends, and even allegedly being involved in pointing a gun towards Indiana Pacers team members. These events eventually led to Twitter users nicknaming the young athlete Ja Morant. Someone needs to send him to therapy, or he'll ruin the future that the legends see for him. All in all, if we put aside his problems for a minute and talk about his craft, Morant has brought his A game to become the face of the NBA. I believe talent is the most important when it comes to becoming the torchbearer for the NBA. Besides his personal achievements till now, Ja has impacted the entire team with his style of play. Under his leadership, the Grizzlies have experienced a massive revival, reaching the playoffs in the 2020 and 2021 season and showing great promise for the future. His ability to elevate the play of his teammates and make those around him better is a hallmark of a true superstar. What he brings to the court, things like leadership, work ethic, and competitive fire, have made him a favorite among his teammates and fans alike. These qualities not only point to his potential as a face of the NBA, but also pose as essentials for carrying the torch from a player like LeBron James. Arenas' claim that he'll succeed the king as the face of the game also takes into account the changing dynamics of the league. As the NBA continues to globalize and expand its reach, the player who represents the league must possess charisma and marketability to grab the attention of a global audience. Ja's contagious personality and engaging playing style make him a natural choice for this role. His highlight reel dunks, jaw-dropping passes, and fearless approach to the game make him a fan favorite. In a digital age, where stars are not only made on the court, but also through their online presence, his ability to relate with fans of all ages makes him a compelling choice as the NBA's next face. Keeping all this in mind, we can't forget he has a lot of challenges ahead of him. While it's easy to get caught up in the excitement surrounding the young and talented player, it's important to acknowledge the challenges and competition he'll face. Other rising stars, such as Luka Doncic, Zion Williamson, and Trae Young, all have their eyes set on this prestigious title. Each of them possesses a unique skill and quality, making them possible candidates. Luka has the offensive firepower, Williamson the raw power and athleticism, and Young has shooting prowess. What sets Morant apart from them is his ability to not only fill up the stat sheet, but lead his team and impact the game on multiple levels. One thing to note here is that the transition from one face of the NBA to another is not always immediate or that straight. It is a gradual process that unfolds over time as the old guards fade and new stars emerge. LeBron himself took the torch from players like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, and the transition was not without its challenges. With each passing season, Morant continues to elevate his game and show the potential he has. Through experience, he'll improve his skills and solidify his place as one of the league's brightest stars, becoming the torchbearer eventually. While all arrows point to his success, he has to learn the pressure of expectations. The player's speedy rise has placed a considerable weight on his shoulders, as fans and pundits alike anticipate his every move and measure him against the NBA's finest. While this can be overwhelming at such a young age, he needs to stay grounded and remain focused on his growth, surrounding himself with mentors who can guide him through the challenges. The Golden State Warriors coach, Steve Kerr, said that Ja works night in and night out, showing the true signs of a top-level player. The Detroit Pistons coach, Dwayne Casey, also mentioned that the young man can carry a game, calling him smart, gritty, and tough. This critique from several coaches serves as an opportunity for growth and the acknowledgement that the player has what it takes. It is a chance to better his game, expand his qualities, and continue his rise toward becoming one of the league's best. The young player also had some comments on the matter of pressure, saying he feels like the time he shines the most is the ending minutes of the game. He said he likes to take the last shot, whether he makes it or misses it, adding that he just can't help it. Jay can create a path to greatness by acting on the advice that is given to him and adding it to his training and development. While it's a big accomplishment to be considered the next face of the NBA by a legend, here's what other players have to say about him. The 10-time NBA All-Star, James Harden, was asked about his thoughts on young Morant. He said that Ja is an aggressive player, and despite being young, he shows no signs of nervousness, which means that he has a bright future ahead of him. One of his rivals, Luka Doncic, was also asked what makes the player so unique in the NBA. He said that Morant is a special player with unique abilities. His athleticism is way above everything, and that he's going to be a great player. Another face of the NBA, Kevin Durant, also shared his thoughts on the up-and-coming talent. Following a brutal loss at home, he said that the player is efficient and is always controlling the game, can run a point guard, and has developed into a scorer. Durant also said that as a basketball fan, he can't wait to see what it's going to be like going down the years. So, from James Harden calling him super aggressive despite being young, to Gilbert Arenas believing the face of the NBA is here to replace LeBron. That's all I had on how the NBA legend unleashed on Ja Morant.